Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life moves fast when you do what you want.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Dream Bigger, Live Larger podcast. I am your host, Adeline Lys, and today's episode is all about how I am avoiding my own success. And I'm going to go in depth on what I mean by how I'm avoiding my success by basically just not putting my priorities in check and what's important in the front line. And how sometimes us as human beings and us as girls, we really forget the importance of why we're doing certain things in our life and things that we need to accomplish and goals that we need to execute. So if you guys are interested, keep on listening and keep on watching. So I was in my feelings a couple days ago, and I was like, what better way to express my feelings than on the podcast? So I was really thinking about, like, you know, how far I've came in my life when it comes to my 9 to 5 and, you know, me graduating college. But I felt like I failed in my passion and when it comes down to being creative and YouTube and basically just what I really want to do besides my 9 to 5, right? So I felt like I was failing because I've been really trying to do this, not just podcasting, but YouTube since 2018, right? And we're in 2024. So I feel like I was really bashing myself because I'm like, yo, I should have been further than this. If I stayed consistent, if I would have really put this in the front line of my priorities, I feel like I would have been far. I feel like I would have been a big YouTuber and I would have went far. So I wrote down, basically, I started Dream Bigger, Live Larger podcast because I wanted to create a space, to have a creative space for my girls where we can speak about things, our goals, our dreams, and things that we really want to accomplish. So basically like a visual diary and, you know, things that we just want to succeed in life and do and execute. But sometimes, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, life be lifing. Not every day is gonna be set in stone of like every day is gonna go the same way. No, life be lifing. I've been going through some things these past couple of months, and it's just like, damn, like my podcast is suffering from it because I'm not being consistent, you know? And I understand sometimes not everything is gonna go as planned, and I could like literally have my dry erase board with my calendar on it where I'm setting like episodes I want to record and I want to upload, and it just doesn't go as planned because life be lifing. And I doubt myself and I talk bad about myself about like, yo, even though I'm going through things, I still should be able to, you know, get an episode out and talk to my audience and, you know, grow my podcast and grow my TikTok, all that other stuff, right? But sometimes I really have to sit down and take a break because it's only me. I'm a one-woman show. I'm a one-woman show. It's only me. And my podcast and my YouTube channel is not where I want it to be yet. And I have to continue to tell myself I have to work hard. I have to work hard. I have to work hard. And I can't just treat this as a hobby anymore because I'm thinking of something bigger and how it could grow and be monumental in this life. So I have to start treating this like a work. Like, yo, this is what I want to do in life and this is how I have to execute it. So I can't, you know, keep treating this like a hobby. So, like I said, since 2018, I always wanted to become a YouTuber and I always wanted to be a content creator. But I'm happy that it's taken me this long to understand what it is I really want to do. And for years I've been sidetracked because I've just wanted to, you know, follow the trends and follow what everybody else is doing. And it wasn't my passion, and that's not why I created a YouTube. I wanted to create a YouTube to talk to the girls. And this is the same thing I talked about my first episode when I started Dream Bigger, Live Larger podcast, is finding my passion and finding the root of what I really want to do when it comes down to having my YouTube channel and now creating a podcast. So what I mean by avoiding my success is that sometimes I really need to prioritize what is best for me and stop thinking about that my life is a normal life. My life is not normal. And it's not going to be normal because I know that I want to exceed and I have expectations about myself. And when I say my life is not normal, I mean like I know what I want for myself when it comes down to my goals and what I want to execute in my future, right? And what I really want to portray as a woman and who I want to become. So that means that I can't, what I'm doing is not like anybody else. And that's something that I want to explain, but it's going to be for my next episode. But yeah, I'm avoiding it. I'm really avoiding my success because I'm not taking it seriously. And I'm scared. I'm scared because it's like I'm entering a new chapter. I'm being creative, but I also have to be consistent. And I feel like for my girls out there, I don't know if it's whatever you want to accomplish, whether it's becoming a content creator, getting a new job, moving away, whatever you want to accomplish. I feel like we are the person that we need to fight. Like it's a you versus you type of situation because you're the only person that knows what you want to do. And sometimes it's self-doubt. Sometimes our confidence is very low. And sometimes we don't think we can do it because no one around us is doing it. And it gets very, complicated, and it gets very disturbing because it's like, I know I could do this, but am I confident enough to know that I can do this? And sometimes, and I'm going to ask my girls this, like sometimes we have to ask ourselves, what is really stopping us from becoming who we want to be? Is it our personal life? Is it our work life? Is it our relationship? Like, what is stopping us from becoming that girl? And when I say I know that girl is like played out, and it's like, oh, here we go with that fucking terminology. But who and what is stopping us from becoming the person we need to elevate and execute? Because, girl, it's time to boss up. It really is. And sometimes we get in our own way. We do. Because the world is a scary place. Okay? The world is a scary place. It really is. But then again, it's like, we only have one life. And I seen this TikTok a couple days ago. We only live this life once. YOLO, right? YOLO. So let's start taking care of ourselves and putting what we want on the front line. And let's start making plans and goals on how we're going to make this happen. Because we only live once. And sometimes we have to understand we can't live in regrets. And it doesn't matter if you are a mother. It doesn't matter if you're working 3 jobs. It doesn't matter if, you're going to school. It's like whatever you want to do, start putting it on the front line. Because this is the only chance we got in living. And let's make it count. I also wrote down, what is the goal in your life that every day you see yourself doing? So me, I'm gonna give you an example of what I mean by that. Like, I see myself on stage. I see myself wearing a bright yellow or bright gold suit with my hair in a side part, and I'm speaking to an audience, and the audience is coming to see me. Whatever event I'm planning or I'm doing is for me, and I'm just basically motivating. I don't like saying motivational speaker. I'm not a motivational speaker because motivation doesn't come from me. It comes from you. It's like what you want to do in life and how you want to, go about it. But it's just me talking. It's just me explaining and talking. That is my goal. I just want to be on stage. I want to travel the world. I want to talk to people. I want to talk to the girls out there. I want to just do what I feel like doing. I love speaking. I love speaking my ish. And that's what I mean by what is the goal that you see yourself doing every single day? Like what do you picture? How do you look? How do you feel? What do you see yourself? Like, what is it that you're doing? So if you want to become a nurse, like in nursing school, what is motivating you every single day to get up? So like, yo, I gotta finish this goddamn school. Like, how do you see yourself in the future? And that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, we know what we want to do. We know our goals. But sometimes we get in our own way because we don't execute it, girl. We don't do what we need to do because we're afraid. And it's okay. And it's okay. But sometimes we cannot sit and dwell on us being scared, and because we're going to live in regrets one day. Like, damn. If I would have took YouTube seriously, I would have went far. I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. What's stopping you? What's stopping you? You could be a YouTuber at 50. You could do what the hell you want to do. But don't limit yourself. I feel like we have to fight. Us as girls, us as women. I keep saying girls. Like I say, listen, you know what I mean. We have to get up and fight. We have to fight for what we really want. And sometimes we might lose people in the process. But it's all about us. It's all about making ourselves better and our environment better and just growing. That's all it is. Just grow. Like, continue becoming the woman that you're picturing every single day. My job that I'm doing right now isn't something that I want to do forever. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I can't say this was my dream job, but this is something I want to do for a long time. And I'm a counselor and I work with students, and I just knew that's something I want to do. But now I'm outgrowing that life. I know that that's not something I want to do forever. And I know there's a bigger picture, there's a bigger lifestyle, there's so much bigger things I want to do in life. It's just so big that I know that what I'm doing now that's just one chapter of my life. But how I see myself and what I see myself doing in the future is way bigger. And I know, and this is why I say, this is why I named the podcast Dream Bigger, Live Larger Podcast, because I want to dream as big as the moon, as big as the sun, as big as the sky. And I want to live within that dream. I want to make my dreams come true. And it's just not for me. It's for everyone that's listening to this podcast. I feel like we limit ourselves and we don't think that we can accomplish these things because of our surroundings and what we go through and what we've been through. But like I said, it is a you versus you situation. You have to know you can do whatever you want. You have to push yourself and consistently motivate yourself and talk life into what you want to do. Because success is different in everybody's eyes. But one thing I can tell you is that in order for you to accomplish what you want to accomplish, you have to fight. You have to fight. You have to fight. And some days you will lose because, you're tired or you're scared. But I'm not losing the war, baby. I might have lost the battle, but I'm not losing the war. And that's how you gotta move with life. And I'm only 27. I got a long way to go, honey. I got a long way to go. But if I continue with this mindset of how I'm going to start doing things and moving forward and not let anyone step in my way for what I want to do and who I want to become, then I know I'm going to have a great life. And that's really, I just want to share. I just really want to share it with you guys. But yeah, for every woman that's out there that is struggling to really get things done because their surroundings is not what it needs to be and what they're dealing with, or you're a mom and you work 2 jobs, or you're a single mom, or you're just a busy girl going through school and you're still struggling to find out who you are, girl, I'm with you. I understand. Well, I'm not a mom. I don't understand that, but I understand there are gonna be obstacles in your way. But once you get through them obstacles, girl, ain't nobody can say shit to you. Not a damn fucking thing. Okay? So that is it for the podcast. And before I end the podcast, we have to stop by in the solution part. So the solution part is basically dream. Fight for the girl you want to be. Don't lose sight on who you want to become. Live. Girl, stop being lazy, stop being scared, and execute the plan. Live within the means, girl. That's what I gotta tell you. Live within the means. Live within the means. And do what's best for you. So that is it for this week's podcast and this week's episode. And I will hope you guys love this episode. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Listen to Apple Podcast, Spotify. And yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you guys in my next episode. Mwah. Bye.